Hey guys, Viking Guitar here, and we're going to do a quick little video today on my down and dirty scratch track recording setup. This is not my big computer with my studio monitors and all the fancy gizmos. This is just a quick little setup that I can use to get ideas down really quick, and we're going to go over what I have set up in Reaper to make that happen as quickly and fluidly as possible. As you can see, this is a brand new Reaper session. This is just a quick installation of the program. Nothing super fancy, no extensions, nothing like that. Now, under File Project Templates, I have one called New Main. When I open this, it loads a number of things, and this is set up for your standard rock kit. Now, on track 1, I've got Steven Slate Drums 5, the demo drum kit. This was a free download. You just have to sign up, download, install it, and you've got a free drum kit. All that. Now, one thing I've changed is the Insert button. The Insert button now inserts a MIDI item, which speeds things up. And just so you know, if you hold Shift and press the question mark button, it brings up your actions. And here you can create custom actions and shortcuts. So I can find Insert New MIDI Item and set that to the Insert key. And that's something that definitely speeds things up. Now, in the MIDI item here, I will turn off named notes. There we go. Now I've set up a note name file that automatically loads on this track, so I can immediately see which notes trigger which different parts of the drum kit. All that. Now, one other thing I've done, also under keyboard shortcuts, under MIDI editor, Insert note at mouse cursor, I have set to the back quote key. So now, instead of having to double click to add notes, which I know is a common complaint in Reaper, wherever I have my mouse hovering, if I just hit the back quote button, it puts in a note. Right there, and it speeds things up tremendously. Like that. Now you'll notice that on this track there are no other effects. Remember, we're not using this to do any mixing or mastering, we're just sketching out ideas. Second track is rhythm guitar left, third track is rhythm guitar right. Both of these are identical, I'm not bothering with panning. Each guitar track starts with an instance of the free TSE 808 distortion pedal. Then it has a free instance of Ignite Amp's Emissary. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is a good VST amp, but it's not my favorite. But it was free, it downloads quickly, it works without any trouble, and it doesn't install a bunch of other stuff with it, so it was perfect for this setup. And since this is just emulating the head of an amp setup, we also have Lancaster Audio Pulse, which loads cabinet impulse responses. Now, for those of you that haven't done much guitar amp emulation in Reaper, you need both the head component and a cab impulse loader to load an impulse response representing the sound of the cab playing through a microphone. Lancaster Audio Pulse is free and it has a light CPU load, so I like it. Now, the impulse response loader needs to have a WAV file impulse response loaded into it. You can find a bunch of these online, some are paid, some are free. This one I'm using is the spresshigh.wav file. It's from the Catharsis pack. It's free. It sounds really good. You can go grab it online. And that is the extent of my guitar chain. Now, to really streamline things, I don't even have a bass guitar up here. I have a single Ibanez electric that I use to record everything. When I want to record bass, I just use the damn guitar. I have an instance of Recomp compressor. I have an instance of repitch to shift everything down one full octave, but then also do a 4-inch shift to bring some of the non-musical tones back up to normal. And lastly, I have an instance of REQ. Now, these settings are nothing I would ever mix with. This is just here to help this bass tone cut through the laptop speakers. So when I want to record bass, I just record my standard electric guitar and these settings do the rest. For my input device, I have a 1-input Line 6 GX, which was very cheap. All I use it for is to record a dry input from my guitar into these 3 tracks, and that's it. So when I open Reaper, I just open this template. I give it a moment, and then we're good to go. Here's something I can do if I want to streamline it even more. Open Settings, go to the Project section, and here you can designate a project file that will open automatically when you start the program. So I can select the new main file, and now when I start a new project, it will automatically load the new main file. This will also open automatically when I start Reaper for the first time. So with this setup, from the point that I decide I want to start recording, I have an idea, I can turn on my computer, plug in my guitar, and within about 30 seconds, I can be recording. And that's it. It's nothing super fancy. I wouldn't recommend this for anything super robust, definitely not for full mixing and mastering in this untreated room, but it's enough for you to quickly turn on your computer, open up Reaper, and start getting ideas down. Till next time, I'm Viking Guitar. Thanks for watching. Keep the world metal.